OnlyFans seeks an IPO, but the adult industry is a turnoff for investors, according to this report. So OnlyFans is looking to partner up with a blank check company or SPAC to lay the groundwork for an initial public offering, but there are no takers despite the adult platform's strong finances, according to a report. Potential investors and SPAC partners have been hesitant to get involved with OnlyFans because it amounts to a giant online marketplace for adult films, according to Axios. One of these SPACs that was wooed by OnlyFans was Forest Road Acquisition Corp. 2, which includes Shaquille O'Neal as an advisor. According to Axios, the SPAC couldn't get past the adult content. Last year, OnlyFans was struggling to find venture capital cash as they searched for a strategic partner. The company retained the services of the Rain Group, the tech center merchant bank, in hopes of finding a firm that would inject cash into the firm. But none of the major VCs, all of whom were scared off by the adult driven platform, bothered to do their due diligence, according to Axios. OnlyFans' struggle to find blue chip backers could be a warning sign for content creators to tone down their adult rated offerings, according to one of its stars. Ellie Ray, the Massachusetts ICU nurse in Mother 3, who left her $84,000 a year job last year and started earning $200,000 a month on OnlyFans, told the Post that the company's drive to go public may force it to clean things up. Adult content does not go hand in hand with going public, she told the Post. Ellie Ray, 37, said that while she continues to create content on OnlyFans for her 30,000 monthly subscribers, the writing could be on the wall. Like, here's the thing, right? Having 30,000 paying subscribers is a disgusting amount of money in terms of recurring revenue coming in. Like, I mean, $200,000 a month, okay? That is such crazy numbers. Like, that is so much money that this individual is making. And I don't care who you are, but if you could find a way that you yourself could bank, like in your bank account, get deposited $200,000 plus every single month, you're probably going to do that, right? If you're only making $50,000 to $100,000 a year beforehand, you're probably going to go down that route, right? Like, that is a crazy amount of money. Now, here's the thing. This is the reality of what a lot of these females, males, stars, all that kind of stuff, right, are going to have to probably do. They are eventually going to have to probably create their own private website with their own adult content to make this crazy amount of money. And the reality of the situation is that it might actually be better for them because they will actually end up keeping like 99% of all the revenue coming in. Because some people may not know this, but if you were to use a platform like, let's say, OnlyFans, you are going to have to give them a percentage of the money, right? But if perhaps you don't do anything too crazy in terms of like adult content, and you make it, I guess, maybe more tasteful, right? And you put that on your own website, and you have no problems with like credit card companies or banks to do like any of the processing, or if you end up going the crypto route, you could end up generating a disgusting amount of money that you have 99.99999% control over. So she told the Post she was moved to create her own crypto-friendly platform after OnlyFans announced last year that it would stop allowing adult content on its platform. But a public outcry against the change in policy prompted the company to reverse course. Ray now says that OnlyFans' difficulty in drawing investor interest should prompt content creators to protect themselves in case the site shifts business strategies and starts limiting its content to PG rated. Last year, OnlyFans launched OFTV, a streaming platform in which celebrities appear in cooking shows and comedic skits. The firm hopes that moving away from its adult heavy emphasis will enable it to attract more interest from Wall Street. Ali Ray says that content creators need to prepare ahead of time. I love OnlyFans. OnlyFans has changed my life, she told the Post, but I'm a businesswoman. Content creators need to be prepared and to have other options. And here's another way that potentially OnlyFans could maybe step away from this whole thing in like altogether. What's stopping them from doing everything that they're doing right now, but using, I don't know, like a stable coin for the monthly memberships? Like, what's stopping them from doing something like that? And what I mean by this is like, I think one of the most well-known stable coins, I think is like USDC, right? And so like every coin is like backed by $1, so $1 equals one coin always. Why not do something like that and force people to basically pay a subscription through using a stable coin? Because then they could just immediately turn that stable coin back into dollars or whatever currency that they want to make it. At least to me, that seems like the best way financially to keep things running where they don't even necessarily have to care about it. Because here's the thing, the reason why they are having so much issues in terms of finding like public interest and all that kind of stuff is that a lot of these investors, a lot of these companies view them as a risk, not necessarily just because of the adult content, but it's the risk of having that adult content because there's so many banks, so many credit card companies, so many financial services that blatantly prevent companies from engaging in this sort of activity because they view it as potentially involving something either morally wrong or potentially straight up illegal. So there's a lot of ways that going the public route is really not in their cards, right? Now, if they did something that was like purely like a membership based website with zero adult content, then yeah, they could easily go public. But the fact that they have adult content on there and it's potentially hard to verify everything is truly legal all the time because who knows what people post up on there, that brings the risk to these banks, these credit card processors, and all that kind of stuff. Basically, like, hey, we don't feel comfortable with this, and potentially we may not even process your orders because we don't know if you're doing anything illegal. So it's something to really understand in that context. But they could basically avoid a lot of these risk averse processors by using something like cryptocurrency, using like a USDC as like a stable coin. They still have to do everything by the book legally, but just change the processing so that there's not going to be any risk of them potentially not getting money. Because if they don't get money, they can't pay their content creators, and if their content creators don't end up getting paid, the whole platform ends up just going kaput, 6 feet under. So it's just something to really think about. But having some sort of like revenue stream that is recurring is a great idea in terms of like a business. If you want to learn how to get out of debt, though, go to 14bucks.com.